We are a little early. What's up, guys? I'm a little early, but I just want to make sure that we are live. It's supposed to be 12 noon Eastern, so I'm a couple minutes early, but I always like to check. Oh, it's working. Okay, it's working in the Fearless Woman. Let's make sure it's working in the page. I'm going to be going live in like 3 minutes. Looks like it's going live in the Facebook group. What else? Wait, how do I get out of this? Facebook. Where's my pages? Pages. We're going to talk today about a little early. What's up, Carolina in the house? Let's go, girlfriend. Guys, I'm in like this work hub area, but you know, it's Christmas break. So it's a little loud. I had to go into like a little cubby. And there's cute kids running around, and there's nothing I can do about it because, you know, everyone's home for the holidays. So forgive me, but it's beautiful to hear the kids. So just so you guys know, I just want to make sure that I'm live in my Facebook page as well. It looks like I am. Looks good. Looks good. And let's make sure that I'm live. Where else? YouTube. I use something called StreamYard, guys. What's up, Carolina? My gorgeous Monaco, my Monaco queen. I call you Monaco, from Germany, Munich queen. So it looks like I'm live in YouTube. Fabulous. And let's check out Twitter, which I have like 3 followers, but it's good to have, you know, whatever. Let's make sure I'm live on there. It looks like I am. I definitely took a lot of this year off, guys, as many of you know. Yep, live on Twitter. What else I'm going to do today, which is kind of fun. I haven't gone live once on TikTok this whole year. What's up, TikTok? We're back. This is TikTok. So we're going to have TikTok. Oh, it ended. I got to go live again. Hold on. I'm going to go live on TikTok too. It's kind of fun to do both because then I give you guys a hard time. Settings. We're going to talk today about who are you. I don't think one ever truly knows that answer. And I truly think that as I've gotten older, I've learned that that always changes. But I'm going to have some comments about it, which you guys will hear in a moment, about who you are. What's up now, guys? Just so you know, on StreamYard, I can't see your name. So I'm sorry, because StreamYard allows me to go live on multiple platforms. I'm now live on Facebook page, Facebook group, Twitter, and YouTube. So it's just kind of cool to be out there in so many places. And I'm actually going to go live. I was trying to do some cool effects here with nope. I'm gonna go live on TikTok. 210, because TikTok is not part of it. So how cute. We're gonna be live on both. So I'm live on TikTok and we might have a competition. Okay, welcome everybody. I hope and pray that I have really rested enough this year. You know, I started this year taking a month off, 2 months off. I ended up taking 12 fucking months off, and I really liked it a lot. I definitely got a lot more energy. And part of the things that I worked on this year was me. As many of you know, the Fearless Woman is all about MMI, me, myself, and I. That is not selfish. Understand that very clearly. Thinking about yourself, honoring yourself, respecting yourself, having boundaries, doing what makes you feel good, not doing things what makes you feel not good. That's something that was really hard for me to do. I always felt guilty and badly. Like if somebody needed something or if somebody was going through something and they asked me for help, and deep down I really didn't want to do it, but I would do it for them. And then I would feel shitty about myself. That's got to stop. We don't do that anymore. I just don't do that anymore. And when somebody gets upset about that, understand that it's not about you. If they're going to get upset that you're not doing something that they want you to do or behaving in a way that they think you should behave, that's on them. In fact, my family, a lot of my family, I stopped talking to, especially in the last few years. I stopped talking to my family because I realized that most of my family was toxic to me. I realized that when I was with my family, I would get drained. I would get tired. And one day I'm like, I don't have to be with them. I don't. I don't. These rules that are made up by society and by people are not my rules. I'm not following these rules of how I should behave and how I should be and what I should do with my family, with my friends, with my boyfriend, my lover, my best friend. No, I am going to create rules for me. See, a lot of us, because we don't know who we are, what we do instead is we try to make other people happy. We try to please others, make them happy, do for them, give to them, nurture them, love them, honor them, respect them, but you don't want to do half of it, or doing it makes you actually feel worse. It actually makes you feel, bad. It makes you feel exhausted. And it doesn't work. And the weirdest thing, which was totally my story, was for the longest time I didn't pay attention to it. I ignored the signs. I ignored the exhaustion. I ignored the sadness. I suppressed and I suppressed and I suppressed. And that doesn't work, because when you're fake, okay, when you're not truly authentic to who you really are as a human, as a woman, as a physical presence, as a soul, as an energy, as an experience in our planet, you're the one that loses out. You're the one that loses out. But it takes great courage to truly be who you are. And every one of us is capable of doing it. And every one of us knows exactly who you are. I promise you, you know very well who you are. You're just afraid to show up as that. You're just afraid. Because I know that was my story. I was afraid because I wasn't secure in my worth. I wasn't secure in my being, in my existence. So the way that I showed up in the world was by pleasing others, doing for others, giving others, running around for others, pleasing others, overcompensating. So when you show up in a deficient, fake, inauthentic way, and many of us do it quite well, we're what I call superwoman. Dun, 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 dun. I am superwoman. I make six figures. I run a house. I work out. I eat well. I give to my community. The package looks perfect. The package looks perfect. And we show up in the world of saying, I don't need anyone. I don't need help. I got it. I can do it by myself. You know, people, I always help people, but they never help me. Or even worse, when they offered to help me, I said, no, I don't need it. As if taking their help would be bad. See, I learned this last year, especially, that showing up as a superwoman and being, this woman that has her shit together actually comes from a compensatory uh, point. It's compensatory. You're making up you're making up for the fact that deep, 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 deep down inside of you, when you were younger, when you were smaller, when you were little, when someone or something or some place needed to give you security, safety, love, affirmation, validation, because when we're younger, that is the role of parents, of loved ones, of caretakers. That is their role. That is their job. Their job is to make us, when we're younger, feel safe and secure and loved and important and validated. Yes, that is their job. And if that does not occur, and we're the kind of women that, the fearless women tend to be highly sensitive, highly intuitive, highly, women that need that love and nurturing. There's some people that don't need it. Like my ex-husband, he doesn't need that. Okay, perfect. Ironically, women like us attract the exact opposite of what we really need, because we're showing up fake. We show up because we've made this decision deep down in our mind from a long time ago that we got it. We don't need your help. We can do everything. We can make the money, run the house, take care of the kids, look good, be good, work out, blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. It's not true, because you're showing up fake. You're actually showing up in a compensatory way of being. It's compensatory. It's coming from a point of, well, I'll never have that, so let me do it this way. But you already believe that you're not having that. So it doesn't matter how you show up. It's bullshit. It's fake. The only way to overcome this is to really step up into yourself and recognize that needing help is what makes you a fearless woman. Um, Relying on others and getting help and having love from a man, from a partner, from a relationship is beautiful. And it doesn't validate the negative part. What it actually validates is the positive part in you. You see, when you make up your mind at a very early age in your life that you don't need anyone because you were deeply hurt and wounded, you've basically taken that wound and you've created this cement all around it, but it's still there in you. That cement wall is still in there in you. So yeah, there's a cement wall because you're like, no one's gonna fucking hurt me again. I'm not letting that happen. So as you show up and you show up successfully, with impact, with purpose, you make it happen. But there's still a hole. You still have a hole in you. There's a hole that it's not enough, that something's not right, that you're missing, that you're lacking, and that's because that pus, that infection is still there. So we got to first break through that cement wall, guys. That cement ball has to be broken. And that pus, it's got to come out. It's got to come out. As long as you keep that deep inside of you, you will be exhausted. And that's one of the things that I learned. Like when I launched my Fearless Woman Tribe, I was still showing up in a lack. Like it was so defiant. And the reason it was not sustainable because it was coming from a place of, I'm going to show you and prove to you. And I'm still going to fucking show you and prove to you. But now I'm not coming from that compensatory way of being that I'm not enough, that I can do it by myself. No, I can't do it by myself. I need all of us. I can't do this alone. Without you, I'm not able to do this. And I'm completely clear in my communication. What's up? I'm sorry, I'm talking to Facebook here. We got Facebook and TikTok. That's TikTok in here, and that's Facebook over there. This is a powerful paradigm shift when you start understanding the deep-rooted essence that you have, that has that emptiness, that has that pain, that has to be expressed. You just got to talk about it, actually. Oops, hold on. Let me open this and close it. Is it going to go on? Hold on. Come on. I told you I'm in a little booth. Come on, turn on. Can you guys see me? It's a little dark. I don't know why it's not turning on. Let me try one more time. See my cute little booth here? Let's see. We got a lot of kids here. A lot of people brought their kids today because of the Christmas break, so I was forced to. But it got dark. I don't know why it's not going on, guys. I'm sorry. Dealing with all this stuff. So you're gonna have to see me in the dark. See me in the dark. Oh, there we go. Came on. Cool. When you come to terms, which I did, which is very hard, when you come to terms with the fact that even though you have your shit together on the outside, you really don't have your shit together. And when you finally acknowledge that for so many years, from 8 decades, that I've been showing up from this compensatory way of being, that deep down inside, I said, I'll never have that. Deep down inside, I was like, it can never happen to me. And that's why I was so exhausted a year ago, right now, December of 2020, right? Yeah, can't remember. Who can remember months and years with this COVID? But a year ago to now, I could barely get out of bed because my energy output was so intense, but it's coming from such a toxic, lack and deficient place that it's not sustainable. But girlfriend, that's fucking changed because I figured it out. I figured it out and I said it's not true. I had to understand why I was so exhausted. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. I have a great guy in my life now. Many of you guys know I have a beautiful, wonderful boyfriend in my life. What a man. I mean, 180-degree different than my ex-husband. This guy like is so unconditional in his love to me. At 2 a.m, I'll wake him up because I suffer from insomnia, and he'll scratch me. He brushes my hair. These are things that I really like. He holds my handbag. My ex-husband used to say a man who holds a handbag is a pussy. And I believed him because I was so deeply brainwashed at that time when I was with him. I was just brainwashed to believe that everything he said was right, and it's not right. I like a man to hold my fucking handbag. I find that very sexy. And my boyfriend does that. And I like that a lot. The right man is interested in making you happy. The wrong man is interested in making himself happy, by the way. Understand that. The right man is interested in making you happy. The wrong man is only interested in making himself happy. Understand that. Understand that. That is a fact. And I've learned that also with my boyfriend. Like, there's no meanness here. If you're not making me happy, then Houston, we have a problem. MMI in the house. I do come first. That I'm very clear on. And that's coming from a point of power and worth. That's not coming from a point of lack and deficiency. I'm not compensatory in that. I was with my work as well. And it really can come from any place. So when you show up in life fake, so that means there's a deep rooted belief system that you have, a belief system that truly says, I'm not good enough. No one wants to love me. No one's willing to take care of me. No one's going to support me. No one believes in me. You've made up all these rules, i.e. belief systems, a long time ago because there was evidence that was created in your life that you interpreted to believe that. And it was so emotionally painful at that time that you made it real. That became your rule. And then what happened? It was so painful. You put a cement ball around it, cement, kryptonite. And you're like, fuck you. I don't need you. I can do it. And you showed up strong and as a warrior because that's what we are. We are. We are. A female has multiple ways of being. So we show up strong. But it comes from a compensatory way of being that doesn't work. It's not sustainable, and it's certainly not scalable if you're taking it to money and business. But if you're talking about love and relationships, you're just not going to find the right guy. So when you're showing up in strength, it has to be strength from a point of worth, not strength from a point of a deeply rooted belief system that you've covered up in cement that says, I'm not worthy of love. I'm not worthy of a man to protect me. Because the minute you even go there and feel that, you say, no, that's not for me. And you repel it. But when you repel it, that means you really need for it and you attract the opposite. And it's this like total vicious cycle. By the way, this is not something that's figured out in a day or a week or a month. I do believe it takes a few years. And the layers get deeper and deeper. My layers started first with love and relationships, and now my layer has gone into my business and money. So it's fascinating to me that I've discovered that this issue of lack and worth wasn't just with men and lovers, and it wasn't just with my friends, but now it has to do with money, like, and career. It's quite profound, the revelation that you can have when you have that breakthrough. It's incredible. It's intoxicating. It's sexy. I mean, I get goosebumps. And I needed this full year. Like, I literally took, I mean, this year sucked, right, guys? I mean, let's face it, 2021 was a terrible year. And I took the year off. But God willing, 2022, I'm showing up. I'm going to launch my program. I'm going to launch a membership group. We're going to be doing lives. We're going to be doing Zooms. We are going to be changing the world together. I'm not changing the world alone. I was showing up that last year as that. That's not happening anymore. I ain't doing it alone. I need you. We're doing this as a community, as a tribe. And that's how everything is going to change. It's going to happen in 2022. So The way you know who you are is when you're energized. See, when you're energized and you're in a forward momentum, looking ahead way of being, you're empowered and you're free to be, and you're unencumbered on what people think of you. You're self-expressed. You have no restriction on your throat. I used to feel like I had a noose around my neck because a big thing for me was I could never express, and I always felt a choking sensation a lot. And even when I met my boyfriend and we would have sex, I couldn't even have an orgasm. I couldn't have an orgasm with my boyfriend for at least 6 months. It just couldn't release. I had so many blockages. I do believe that based on your issues and blockages, you're going to feel it on different parts of your body. For me, the big one was actually, it was on all of them, honestly, but the throat was a big one. When you're truly self expressed, when you're empowered, and when you're free, is when you truly are a fearless woman. You're unencumbered in any which way. You're not restricted. A lot of women think we are stuck. Meanwhile, guess what, girlfriends? The keys are in your handbag. You got the keys to unlock the door whenever the hell you're ready. But that's for you to do, not for me. You got to be ready to do that, because unlocking that door and entering into that world of the unknown is very scary. It's very scary. So you got to be ready to face that fear. And I can promise you this, whatever you think that is so bad on the other side it's not true. You've made up a lot of things that aren't true. I know that because I also made that up. But I'll tell you this much. It was like stepping into quicksand. Yeah. So anyway, guys, we're going to wrap this up. But again, to truly know who you are, the way you know who you are is when you show up self-expressed. You speak and say truth from you. You don't speak somebody else's truth. You don't talk based on what they want you to hear. You speak your truth. You're unencumbered. You're free. There's no restriction. And you're empowered in you and your own worth. And you're attached to yourself. You're not validating who you are as a human based on him, her, and they. You validate yourself based on you, on what makes you feel good, on what energizes, on what brings you peace and freedom, what feels right. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Don't ignore that. That's your intuition talking to you. And a woman's intuition is very, very, very powerful. You must listen to her. She will never steer you wrong, ever. All right, guys. Mwah. I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. I hope you'll have a beautiful New Year's Eve. I'm actually going to try and even do an extra pop-up one. I'll let you know. For anyone who's watching, please join the Fearless Woman group. But there will be some amazing things, God willing, happening, probably launching in March of 2022, where I will start my live program again, the Fearless Woman Transformation Program. This program is powerful and it will impact you. So I'm excited to relaunch that in 2022. And we will do it. Merry Christmas. Thank you, my lovey. We will do it together as a community, as a tribe. It cannot be done alone. I'm not doing this by myself. I need you guys. I need you guys. So make sure you follow me on TikTok, on Instagram. I'll post more stuff about it. But meanwhile, every Monday, 12 noon Eastern, I'm showing up, God willing. As long as I'm healthy and I'm strong and I have the energy, I'm here for you. So I hope you can write that on your calendar, right? Monday, 12 noon Eastern. That's New York time zone, the New York time zone. I did it during the daytime in hopes that people in Europe and in Africa. I have like South Africa. I have like Australia, New Zealand. So I'm like, and plus I like daytime. I'm more of a morning person than a night person. 12 noon every Monday Eastern. I will be doing a live, and I'll be doing with TikTok as well. And hopefully March of 2022 we'll launch the program again. Okay, guys, have a beautiful holiday. Love you all. Take good care.